I did one in 2019.
Okay.
I said I gotta do it before, you know, I just got something I gotta do, like the bucket list type of thing.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't be able to live with myself getting older and be like, dang, I
should've.
should have, or I could have. You know, I don't want to be running.
You're not in your 40s yet, are you?
No, not yet. We know we in the neighborhood. We just turned in. We ain't in the driveway yet.
Okay.
We pulled in,
You got a little time.
But greetings everyone. It's your boy Chad Rob. We are back, baby. Hey, I have the owner and founder of Dating is Dead. It's getting really popular here in the Knoxville area, actually worldwide, right?
Yeah.
And she is a return guest as well. So we must not have did too bad here at the hashtag iAMWHOiAM podcast. This is episode 64. We're going to jump right into it because we got some really heavy topics we want to discuss because, like I said, she does the Dating is Dead series, and there's all kind of questions men and women have that we, give our 2 cents on. But if you don't mind, introduce yourself to the people.
Hey, people. This is Regan Adams with All Things Regan. I do Dating is Dead, but I do a plethora of other things as well, and I'm sure we're going to touch into that. But the one that I'm most excited about right now is Dating is Dead, Who Killed It?
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, jumping right into it, I was on your thread, on your page, and I noticed a question, and I'm going to read it just so that I don't butcher it. It was really intense because I'm kind of, nowadays women a lot of times make more money than a man, and that's not a good or a bad thing because it's a family income, or if you're a team, if you're together, that's perfectly fine. But men, I was talking to Reagan before the show, and was basically like, men, especially my generation, 30s to 50s, we were raised by women that took care of the whole house. They worked and they came home, took care of the whole home, did everything for the man, the kids, the family. Of course, men took care of some things, but it was more on the financial end. It wasn't on any of the housekeeping or house care. So one of the questions was, let me find it so I don't butcher it, is if you choose a working woman, you have to accept that she can't handle the house full time. And like I said, for me, that's a struggle because in my mind, a woman should be able to handle because women are magician. They're that greatness, and I feel like they should be able to handle everything. But as I'm getting older, I'm learning that it's a lot of work to be done, and it's a lot for one person, man or woman, to hold. But anyway, if you don't mind, give them your opinion on that. What you think?
I definitely have an opinion on this. So a lot of women, have you ever heard of the Proverbs 31 woman?
No, I haven't.
Okay, it's a woman in the Bible who had it going on. She had businesses. She took care of the children. She cooked. She cleaned. Took care of her husband. She did it all. So a lot of people refer to, I need a Proverbs 31 woman. But what they didn't realize is the Proverbs 31 woman had help. And I think I know as a woman, we are very great multitaskers, and we're very good at handling a lot of things and not asking for help. But I also kind of blame us for not asking for help. We can do it all, but we shouldn't do it all. For me, I think with the relationship, we can work, have businesses, but we can also take care of our men too. But we have to have help doing it. So help in hiring a maid, help in an assistant of some sort. We have to have help. We cannot do it all. Or we shouldn't. We can, but we shouldn't we can't do it all and be effective.
Gotcha. Do you think like doing it all so you can do it all and you do it all for such a long time,
it burns you out. It ain't no thing because I did it.
Okay.
And it's crazy because I thought that's how it was done. And I'm going to tell you why I thought that, because I grew up in that same household. My mother made 6 figures before it was cool. So more than what my father made, but she made sure he was the head of the household. He didn't touch a dish. He didn't anything. He didn't cook. He didn't anything. She did everything. She cooked. I think maybe on two hands I can count how many times I ate out as a child because she cooked all the time.
Wow.
Like we lived behind a river, so we caught fish. She would cook and clean the fish. She was like it all, and just drove. She did everything. So when I got a family of my own, I was like, Mama, how did you do all this? Because it's a lot.
Right.
And she never complained and nothing. And she said, I don't know. But now I know I want to, serve my husband. I know people get upset when I say serve, but the next time I get married, even when I was married, I was very good at serving my husband. I like the submissive role as a woman, but I am also a working woman and I'm an alpha female. So I am a leader, but I like to play the background.
Gotcha.
As well, but I have to have help. So my next relationship, I will definitely have help.
Gotcha. So why do you think serving your man now is such a bad word or bad term nowadays? Why is it? What changed?
The women are making more money, and that I don't need a man thing is kind of in play. Women are tired.
We tired too.
And I agree with that because I'm noticing as I'm dating, men are having those same conversations that we're having.
Yeah.
They're not finding good quality women. Women just want money. Women just want sex. I mean, it's just a plethora of things. So
yeah. Well, that's it's just it's crazy to me that, and like I said, I get it. Everybody's making more money now, and I get but money shouldn't be the basis behind your decisions in your relationship. I don't feel like
I can speak to this. I can speak to a lot of
yeah.
this. One thing that I was always used to in my relationships is money. Money was never a problem, but love and affection and care were.
Yeah.
So now when I'm not necessarily seeking out a relationship, I'm going to need that affection and that love because I have a hard time giving it. I'm not an affectionate person. My ex-husband was not. My mother was not. My father was not. But we always had money.
Right.
And so anytime there was a problem, let's throw some money at it.
Gotcha.
Not love, affection, trying to figure out what's going on.
Gotcha,
So, yeah.
Gotcha. So I guess that piggybacks brings you right into the next kind of question is I saw on your Facebook, Dating is Dead, Who Killed It. If you ain't a fan or a member, you need to go ahead and get subscribed because it's really dope. Great conversations. But and men and women, we definitely have to have more conversations.
That's exactly
y'all
why I
talking
came
to
up.
y'all,
And
we
y'all
talking to us, and nobody's getting a clear understanding of what's going on. So I think that would help just opening up the communication.
Well, I'm also I have added therapists to it.
Oh, wow.
So there are therapists in the group.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And when I start the events back, we'll always have therapists there.
Wow.
Black folks don't like going to therapy. We don't like talking about nothing.
I'm willing to go now. I'm shell-shocked. I need some help. Help me.
Well, we are because we have COVID. And like we were speaking earlier, COVID with relationships, you have been in close proximity to this person that you love.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, they're getting on my nerves. Why did I marry you? Like, I've heard it so many times. And so a conversation definitely needs to be had now.
Yeah,
Why did I get married? Why are we still married? Should we have gotten married before? Like, what are we going to do ongoing? So,
Yeah. So,
gotta
see,
okay?
dog, you all right? So, on the post, it showed a man in the bed with his wife. Looked like he was just getting into bed, and he was trying to initiate sex with her. And she's assuming the position that we know this role where you know when they come out the bathroom to get in bed, they got on the jogging pants with the hoodie and basically got their Timbs on, get in the bed sleep and holding the pillow and they phone. And we all know it. We ain't getting none tonight. You know what I'm saying? And it seemed like he was trying to initiate and she's not in the mood or whatever. So the question was, is that a sign that the woman's cheating?
This can go either way. Oh, let's see. Yeah and no. It depends on the relationship.
So I'll speak to it as a man, and then I'll let you answer it, right? So as a man, the first thing we think of, if you're not giving it to me, who's getting it?
Yeah, but no. And I'm going to tell you, when I was married, my sex life changed after I had a baby. Like before, I was hanging on the ceiling, the chandelier, whatever you want, you can have it.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what we need all the time, ladies.
No, but after the baby, things changed. But what I found out later, I didn't want to have sex.
God.
Like, don't touch me, don't look at me. But what I found was that my hormones were off. So I actually had to go to the doctor and get my hormones straightened out.
Wow.
But a lot of women don't know that.
Wow.
Or it could be where the men aren't paying attention to us. But then it could be vice versa because we may not be paying attention to you. So I always say relationships now moving forward should be handled like a business meeting. Wow. Once a month, we need to get together and say, are you happy? What can I do to, please you and you please me? What's going on with our finances? Because marriage really is a business.
You said something there.
So, if you're not happy, I don't need to wait 5 years down the road. We're not having sex. We're not communicating. You don't know what I want, vice versa. And then you out here or I'm out here with whoever when all I had to do was talk to you.
That's deep. That's deep.
So just have a meeting. Have a conversation. Sit down.
Yeah, it sounds like the plan to me. But I think with men, and I guess this kind of piggybacks into this is when like you hinted to it, you hanging from the chandeliers, right? In the beginning, the door is open basically. Like I'm not gonna necessarily say the woman is always initiating it, but it's understood you can have this. Like it's yours, and that's in the beginning. But how come? As the relationship matures, you would think it would get better, but the sex part or the emotional part, everything seems to decline.
We get comfortable, and we won.
Wow,
we won you. So I remember telling my exes, I'm like, dude, what? I already got you. Why don't I keep sleeping with you for? Like I've done enough. Like it's enough.
So with you saying that, so then some Joe Schmo comes in. You done put in all this work, molded this woman, made her what you want, and some Joe Blow off the street gets the redo of the beginning.
It's new though. But if you can recreate that in your marriage, that's great.
Wow.
Listen, side note, ain't nothing like getting a piece of new something. You heard me?
Well, we all know that.
Right. So you got a new person and everything is lively and jovial and y'all laughing and TTing and ha-ha because y'all ain't paying no bills together.
Right.
It's all new. You, like we said, you getting the best side people. Listen, the side chick and the side man get the best of you,
What you said.
So it's new and it's fresh. It's exciting.
Yeah.
Everything is new and exciting, but after time, it's still gonna go back to the same thing. You just have to learn if this person is worth it. We're going to recreate, and that's where I said earlier, you have to have your own life outside of your spouse. That is, for me, this is the next relationship I'm in. They have to have their own life outside of me.
Gotcha.
You have yours, I have mine. We have one as a family and as a unit.
Gotcha.
Because I gotta have time to miss you. I can't be in your face.
So that leads me to this question then. I remember it as youth when women are in their early, let's say 18, 25, they're a lot more clingy. Like,
yeah,
well, who you doing? What you doing? Who you seeing? What am I doing? Come here. Why ain't you over here? What? You on your way? Blah blah blah. As they get older and mature, that changes. Mm-hmm. So the man's automatically assuming, well, why you ain't on my ass no more? Like, what happened? And then as men get it, because men in the 18 to 25 is like, but as we get older, we're like, baby, I need you here.
Right.
Baby, please come sit with me. Just hang out with me for a little while. And it's like we're on two different timelines.
Sometimes y'all don't say that though.
Wow.
Yeah, y'all don't. Listen, y'all could be having all this conversation up here and tell your friends and tell everybody, and then we'd be like, what? You ain't told me nothing.
Wow.
We just passing. But you ain't tell me you needed me. When did you say it?
When it was too late, probably.
Right. You want to fix it when it. Yeah. And I remember my ex told me, he was like, I ain't realized it till it was gone.
Yeah. And that's like I said, that's how it is. Especially I know, like as I'm getting older, I can understand and appreciate the whole Netflix and chilling concept. That makes a lot, but that didn't make sense to me in my 20s or even early 30s. That didn't make sense to me. Like I need to be, in and out. So that's cool. So I'm new to social media, ladies and gentlemen. I got on social media to promote the hashtag iAMWHOiAM podcast and to try to chase my internet dream. But before I go into this, speaking on chasing passions, why do women think chasing passions is immature in men?
I can't speak to that because I'm chasing mine.
Wow.
So I would think, well, no, I know I can't be with somebody who will not understand that.
Wow.
And they don't necessarily have to be in the vein of entrepreneurship, but they got to understand I'm going to devote my time to this. Because what we have to realize is before you were born, God gave us all a gift. Like when you were in your mother's womb, God gave us all gifts that was outside of your children, outside of your wife, anybody. So you were put here to do a certain thing or things. You're supposed to complete that. If there's somebody in your way that's stopping you from completing that, that's the problem with God.
Wow.
So your purpose and your partner have to match. Bottom line.
Wow.
My opinion. I may be wrong, but I don't think so.
Well,
I don't think so.
So I'll use the old one everyone always uses, the 40-year-old rapper. So okay, there's two different types of 40-year-old rappers. I think.
Right.
There's one that works a job, still supports his family, and by that I mean contributes to the household, but he's still doing shows or still recording or still writing rhymes or still trying to pursue rapping. Then you got the one that lives off his spouse.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
And still chasing his music career. So is that the difference if in the chasing the passion thing, if they handling business and pursuing, or if they just pursuing?
No, you have to handle business and pursue.
Gotcha.
Because you have to be able to fund your dream. Like a lot of people, and I used to look at this a little bit differently until I kind of grew up a little bit, but your job is one of your, it funds your dream. You have to, if you don't work, you don't eat. So, you have to work.
Yeah.
Just and pursue your dream.
Gotcha. Well, that makes sense. So that brings me into the next one. So with the social media thing, like I said, I'm new to social media. When I first got on social media, if I knew you, I liked your posts. Liking everybody posts. Like it. And as I aged in social media, I realized, well, ain't nobody liking mine back. So I kind of back off liking people's stuff.
Oh, excuse me.
So now, I kind of just like stuff that I really like. So I guess I'm gonna give you my breakdown of what I think the emojis mean on social media, right? So the thumbs up is like, yeah, I see it. That's straight. Cool. It's cool, right? And you got what the hugging heart. That means I fools with you, man. We good. We chilling. Right, it's all good.
Right.
I got you, right? Then you got the heart. That means I love what I saw. I love what you doing. I love that. That's good, right? Then you got the angry face. We all know what that means, right? Oh, I'm mad, right? And then you got the wow. Wow to me is my like. That's my super like. Like I'm like, wow, mind blowing. That's dope. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then the stories, they got different ones. They got like the hand clap. That means to me that's bravo. Keep it up. You doing your thing. Fire. Man, that's some heat right there, right? And then you got the heart eyes with the face on it, right? And that means to me the heart eyes means I love what I see. Now this may be a double standard. But I would never give hard eyes to a man on there. But I would if I love what I see, and it ain't necessarily got to be a booty pic or anything. You could just be on there cooking, grinding. Ooh, I love what I see. Them donuts look amazing, right? So I love that. Donuts. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. Like that, I love what I see. That's what the hard eyes mean to me. And then not sure what the other ones are, but that's kind of my breakdown.
Right.
So I got into a little trouble on social media with this, right? So I see a post in a person's story, and it says, hey, I'm about to step out on faith, about to step out, pursue my dream. And everybody knows anything about my podcast and about me. That's what it's about. Like, do it. Don't talk about it. Don't sit around waiting. Just do it, And that's what the post was. I'm like, oh, I see you. The next day or two later, it shows like a Marilyn Monroe kind of setup. The hair blowing in the wind, photographers taking pictures. I'm thinking, oh, she's pursuing to be a model. Fire. Hand clap.
Okay.
Hard eyes.
That's where you messed up.
But that's some heat.
Yeah.
Bravo. Keep going. Love what I see. Wow. Talk to me.
Because that love what I see could be.
Educate me.
Listen, you know what, men, especially if you're in a committed relationship, just stick with the thumbs up. Listen to me. Stick with the thumbs up, because you don't know what type of female you are dealing with that could be like, oh girl, you know your man, he can't
That's
wait.
what happened to me.
I see. See, if you had just stuck. And here's the thing, in the stories, because the stories are like DMs.
Yeah.
So it looks
that,
like
I learned that a few months ago.
right.
Yeah.
So it looks like you being secretive, like hard.
I didn't delete mine.
Like
I
love what I see. So they like, girl, he was in my inbox, because that can go either way.
Gotcha.
Stick with the thumbs up, unless you're single.
Okay.
just to be on the safe side. Because, honey, we get to reading all in the air. Listen, it don't take much.
I see.
We'll read all in the air.
I'm thinking to myself like,
I ain't even do nothing.
well, I'm thinking to myself, I love when people hit me with the thumbs up, the hearts. You know what I'm saying? Hey, women, feel free to leave me the hearts. You know what I'm saying? If you want to heart
they
me,
can. You don't. You thumbs up.
So why is that? Why is that a double standard?
Because you got in trouble, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay, well, enough said.
So why would a woman assume, just because I leave heart eyes, that I'm interested in her in any other way than that particular post?
I don't have an answer for that. I mean, it happens. It happens, and depending on how much they know you or know whatever background, they can get messy.
Wow.
Yeah. So, oh girl, did you know he was in my DM giving me the heart? Oh, he was watching my. And that's the thing too. Watching your stories and looking at your regular page are two different things.
It's cool.
So when you look at stories, that's a little bit more personal. So you're taking time to go out and see whatever they got going on up here.
So you don't let yours just scroll through your list of people?
What you mean?
Like all my my Instagram, for example, I got about 20 people that show up on the thing. I just let them play through. So you go to yours deliberately.
I rarely look at stories.
Gotcha, because I look at the story more than I look at the feed.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then what I said may be wrong.
Well, no, it's not wrong. It's not wrong because you looking at them deliberately.
Yeah, I go to my story and that's it. I might look at somebody else's stuff, but really because you can see who's looking at it, sometimes I don't even want you seeing I'm looking at you.
Gotcha.
Because be like, oh, Reagan, she was watching my story. I've heard it so many times.
Wow.
Such and such was watching my story, girl, and so I don't even want you knowing I'm watching it.
I use the story for kind of marketing and practice.
And you can. I mean, listen, what I say is not Bible or law.
No, it's a great conversation, ladies and gentlemen. Because as you can see, we're on two totally different.
Right.
She's over like, I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
And most women were far left and men are far right. Because, like, we want the same thing, but we think different.
Think way different.
And that's why I have Dating Is Dead Who Killed It. So we can have a conversation.
This the owner and founder, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
Yeah. She's here in the building. For sure.
Yeah, we have to have that conversation. Because, like I said, you think one thing, and I'm thinking something else. Yeah. Communication is very important in our relationships.
Why is it so hard for us to communicate, though?
We weren't taught to.
We talked about this on the last episode. We talked about this on the last episode. And it's still dawning on me that, like, how right you were then is that, like, you have to tell somebody you're not happy, or you have to tell somebody, ouch, that hurts.
Yeah.
Like, you have to just tell people, or they don't know, or they are going to keep doing it.
Now, I'm not a man. But what I've heard is you guys really aren't taught to be emotional.
No.
If it hurts, suck it up and keep it pushing.
That's why when it really hurts, we fall off. We fall out like it's overwhelming at that point.
And then you might go find somebody else just to kind of band-aid it a little bit instead of saying you hurt my feelings. I don't like how this feels. I don't like when you did what you did, because sometimes we might be like, that's soft.
Yeah.
And listen, exactly. I got a friend now where this guy, and I'm not, can I even tell this story?
Yeah, you tell it.
You can tell it. Well, I don't have that many friends. But this guy was expressing his feelings to her because of she's very, I call her cold-hearted, but she act like a dude. But he was expressing his feelings like, wow, this is not normal. And she was like, okay, bye. And he was like, that was very dismissive. But she was like, I don't like when men like express themselves.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
So,
I've heard that too.
What situation does that put you in? Because I feel like men, with me, when you're in a when you're in a relationship with somebody, that's why side chicks are really, really good.
Side chicks are
the best.
A real MVP.
Listen, side chicks are the best because a man needs to be able to put his head in his lap and feel comfortable with his heart breaking.
Yeah. Well, and see, I think the whole side chick thing is, and it may be the same with a side dude.
Mm-hmm. It is.
But the whole thing with that is y'all are really homies.
Yeah, and you can sit there and talk about whatever.
Yeah, we talking and we know like
pouring into each other.
Yeah.
Talking about hopes and dreams.
Yeah. So, and you don't feel like you're getting judged, and you still gonna get the stuff like because they're happy to see you, and they're happy to hear from you,
and you happy to get cleaned up, get your hair cut, you got your smell goods on, ladies, get your hair done, get your Brazilian, you got all this stuff going on. Why can't you do that if you got somebody? That's what
I'm saying. That's the
then you don't have to go out here and it sounds really easy.
Yeah, well, it is. It is easy because it's there's no commitment. It's like, oh, we've had fun. Well, I'll see you later. Talk to you tomorrow. Oh, I can't wait till tomorrow. So first thing you looking at your phone, ooh, they hit me up. You know what I'm saying? You're so happy to hear. So now you miserable sitting in your house waiting on tomorrow.
It ain't that something. Got your whole wife and get your whole husband in here, but you waiting on the side person to call.
For tomorrow. Yeah.
So what can be done? I still think for me, the next relationship I get, we've got to have a business meeting.
Yeah, I like that. I like that idea.
Not call it a business meeting because I am a business.
But that could be considered like the whole date night thing. Maybe that could be the whole date night thing because I've always heard you should always date your wife, date your husband.
Absolutely.
So maybe that's what you around the table. While you're doing the first part, the eating part. Maybe that's what y'all talking about.
And even with the children, listen. One thing I've learned about with divorce, my communication skills now are on 5,000.
Oh wow.
And so even with my daughter, I give her a voice to say, Mom, I don't like when you did. Can you please do? And that way I'm able to say, well, I don't like when you. And so that's already, I'm teaching her to have hard conversations at 12.
Yeah. That's
so when they get older, they can have those conversations earlier. And we don't have to worry about, I wasn't taught to communicate. No.
Right.
But with my man, like I feel like with my man, we're supposed to build an empire and leave a legacy for our children. Correct. So why wouldn't we sit down and say, babe, what do you need from me? What do you need?
Wow. That's deep, ladies and gentlemen. That's deep. So this isn't really a kind of a dating question, I guess. But and it left me. Oh yeah, so I was talking to a friend of mine. She's a woman. And she was basically saying that women. So you're talking about your daughters, and I'm raising daughters. So it's coming to the point to where men are going to start trying to pursue. And the whole wasn't it not too long ago? Did you see anything about the woman that I guess that rejected the man? I think that was here in Knoxville. That rejected the man and he killed her.
What? No.
You didn't see it over there at Sassy's or whatever.
Oh, that was what happened?
Yeah, he rejected her, or she rejected him.
And he killed her.
And he killed her. So I guess and the friend of mine was saying, she teaches her girls to, if a dude asks for your number, just go ahead and give it to him. Even if you know.
Yeah, because you can block them.
So kind of talk to me about why. So I got two things, two-part question. That part, and then the second part is why in the world do we have to do why can't a woman say no?
I'm not good at saying, okay. It depends. I'm not good at saying no to some people, and some people I can. In the dating process, I've had to block a lot of people. And I've given my number, and I'm like, this ain't working, so let me just block them. So I got it.
I block for the hard eyes.
See?
Don't
Thumbs up. You stick with thumbs up, you're gonna be all right.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Okay, so what you say? Back to what you said, because I've been lost the question. Honey.
Yeah, the first part is just teaching young women
how to date,
or just like when a guy's pursuing, they're not interested. go ahead and give? Is it safer just go ahead and just give them the contact information, or go ahead and act like you're interested just to get away from the situation?
Yeah,
or are we saying no? If you no means no, tell them no, and then risk.
No, I always say be nice. Okay. I'm gonna always be nice off the rip. We had this.
So it's nice actually giving the man what he wants. Like that don't seem nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you an example.
Okay. Yeah,
so a few weeks ago, I was in Charlotte, and we ran into this little fella, and he was trying to trick off some of his money. Like we went to Bath and Body Works and one of the other stores, and he was following us around, bought us things, and he wanted. He was trying to like look at me, but I was like, because no eye contact. So he went on to my friend, and my friend was like, kind of being nice. She gave him the number, but she ended up blocking him later on. But I mean, there was no harm, no foul.
Yeah, she made it out. Okay.
She made it because it was nighttime. It was. I mean, anything could have happened.
Right,
so
right.
what are you looking like? I mean, he was on our heels. Like every store we went in, he was right there. Right.
Yeah.
So and he had his car running. So you just never know. So I always say, be nice. Give them your number. Okay, we'll talk later. Yeah. Block.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's good information because, like I said, I'm raising girls, and it's gonna come a point to where I might have to have a conversation with them. And for me, that's a tough one because I'm not that kind of guy. Like for me, no means no. Like, and I'm okay with walking away. I'm not gonna stalk you or kill you because you told me no. I'm just gonna work on my craft and try to get my jumper better.
Right.
You know?
No.
So it's not really. I've never been that type of guy. But as I'm getting older, I don't know if it's the whole. Because I don't remember this being an issue when I was coming up either. Per se, not as much as now, but I think with this whole entitlement era, this whole participation trophy era is what I like to call it.
Yeah.
Everybody feels entitled to everything.
They do.
And I feel like that's what's causing a lot of these kind of behaviors. So it's, it's crazy, but I'm gonna have that conversation. Like, hey, it's better just to give him what he wants as far as contact information, be nice, smile, just to get away from the situation. Then after you get away, it's your choice.
Yeah, especially if they're, and be mindful of like letting them know where you live, like no real personal information. Right. Even my friend and I gave him a fake name.
Gotcha.
You don't need to know my name. Because listen, what I've noticed in my dating apps is people that I've talked to on my dating apps, they'll come and look on my Facebook page. Oh. So with that, I don't necessarily care. But if I'm out, you give a name, people are automatically like, who is this person? So I never give, like if I'm out and you're weirding me out, I'm never going to give you my name. Gotcha. My name is Mashika. But that is my name, my real name. It's my middle name. They don't know that.
Right.
And can't spell it.
Right. Well, yeah, that's awesome. So tell them a little bit about some upcoming events you got going, and
oh my gosh,
what you got in the works this year.
Well, right now I'm still kind of building. With COVID, a lot of things changed because with events you couldn't really have events. So I was trying to figure out how to pivot and do those. So what I'm doing now is traveling. I've started a food vlog called Fat Girl Foodinista. What? So I actually started almost 2 years ago, but never did anything with it. But as I started traveling, just started going to different restaurants and posting my pictures, and people are like, "Oh my gosh, Reagan, where did you get that?" So I'm getting ready to do a travel supper club.
Oh, nice.
So people can meet me out for dinner for a weekend, and we can go to the wine venues and different food places and just kind of relax and have a good time. I'm still doing Dating is Dead. So as I do travel, it's kind of like a 2-in-1. I'm going to be looking for locations to have events. Gotcha. They'll be a little bit smaller due to COVID. But I actually like the intimacy of events now. So you can get more done. And I'm still doing my women's events, just empowerment and having relaxation events.
That's what's up. What's up. Well, y'all be sure to go subscribe to Dating is Dead. It's really dope. And All Things Reagan. It's
everything is on allthingsreagan.com. And Reagan is Regan, because everybody want to spell it like the president.
No. Yeah, I think I did that too.
It's okay. I'm used to it.
Yeah. But I really appreciate the conversation. If y'all like it, give us some feedback. Leave comments. If y'all want to if you like these type of conversations, I'm sure I can get you to come back and we can discuss whatever y'all want to talk about or anything, because men and women, we gotta start communicating. Like I'll talk to my homies, come home, won't say nothing to her, and I'm sure she's the same. She'll go out, talk to her girls, she ain't gonna come home, ain't gonna say nothing to me. So Go ahead.
What I did find, just to tag into what you said, I've heard men say that when you guys try to tell us something, we don't receive what you say. We think we do it and what we think it is.
I've always said this: women don't have ears. It's all like mouth, like it's all like I could say something, you be like, and then you're already talking at me.
Right.
You hadn't even listened to. Then maybe hour later, like, oh, he didn't really say.
Right.
I was, you know what I'm saying? I have gotten that before. You're like, oh, my bad. I was trail. You did. My bad.
Yeah.
But it's just the initial, like, you're not listening initially. Just like, combat. You know, and I'm guilty of that too. You know, once it gets combative, we're both, and we're not gonna get anything accomplished. So why can't we just have basic communication, like shoot the shit type conversations, and keep it moving?
That's the plan, and that's what I'm looking forward to doing. And we're actually, which I didn't mention, we're having our first meetup in Las Vegas in October. So definitely excited about that. I'm actually not charging for this event.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, because
give it to the community. Hey.
Well, you mean you know you have to pay for your hotel and things of that nature, but because of COVID, I don't really know the climate of the city, and I don't want to just charge for stuff and it not be the whole experience.
Right.
So I'll have information on my website about that, or you can join the group on Facebook.
Yeah, definitely do that. Well, I appreciate you coming back.
Thanks.
This is the #iAMWHOiAM podcast. This is episode 64, ladies and gentlemen. And like I said, be sure to like, comment, follow, subscribe, wherever you at, thumbs up, whatever emoji. Don't leave the hard eyes, right?
No heart. Because then he going to think you want him.
I'm not, but the audience.
Somebody
gonna think, you know what I'm saying?
Girl, did you see them eyes? They gave Chad right.
Oh my God. And on that note, as always, I'll be back.